Weep Grana Weep Nitty Bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today we check out Funbiestudios because they are still making better weapons than Hasbro. Eek! I remember this thing looking a little bit better than that. Yes, the Nemesis is still hideous, and this is the place we should all be watching Rise of the Beasts. Wow! All this and much more coming up in the next few minutes.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Kicking off today with Funbiestudios, and they have a Neutron assault rifle. So after working really hard on making vast improvements to the gamer version of Optimus Prime, they've now set their sights on improving Bumblebee, and look at them guns. Phenomenal work here by Funbiestudios. They really do go all out. How did Hasbro miss putting guns like this with Bumblebee? Oh, I know, they're lazy. This is amazing, really great work. Funbiestudios, if you don't know about them, they make 3D printed parts for your Hasbro figures, improving on almost every single aspect of the figures that they get involved with. Absolutely fantastic work. Both the Gamer Prime and the Gamer Bumblebee looking much more improved now. Pre-orders are now up for Huntpow. Yes, this is Huntpow, the triple changer that transforms from a car to a jet to a lion jet car. Yeah, Huntpow. Apparently this is Kang Toys, and you can kind of see it, but I really remember when I was seeing the weirdo advertisements for it with the women and the cars and the plane and the Jaguar. I remember saying it was by somebody else, not Kang Toys. All in all, the first two modes look okay, but even with the prototype, I vaguely remember the prototype looking better than the what we get here for the Beast kind of mode. That's weird. F10 Figures, a company I don't believe I've really spoke about before on this channel, have been teasing some figures, funnily enough. This looks like a Prime, a Seeker, and maybe a Megatron. Who knows, with that arm, could be anybody. Probably non-transforming as well. Don't know about the size, don't know about the scale of these, don't know if these are more blind box type things, but yeah, they look nice. Kind of cutesy little, probably blind box looking things. Over on Weibo, Newage have been showing off some of their latest designs, and we can see a lot of different variations coming for Hound, all looking super cool together here. And they also showed off a disappointing Bulkhead. I absolutely hate this new trend of turning Inferno into Bulkhead. Thank you, X-Transbots, for kicking off this. No, give me a fat Bulkhead. Where's the Prime? Where's the big Bulkhead? This is skinny Bulkhead. This is slim fast Bulkhead. I want a big Bulkhead. No! I hate this trend. I hate it so much. If you like to snuggle up with a Megatron or a Bumblebee at night, then you're in luck, because we're getting a few more little plushies. Now, I've seen a few things for this. I'm not exactly sure on the company that's doing it. It does say something about LED at the beginning, but yeah, if I get more information on that, I will let you all know. For me, they do look a little bit odd. Megatron especially has that kind of South Parky type face, as if it was really a joke. But yeah, maybe you want to snuggle up with a Megatron or a Bumblebee at night. And I'm sorry, team, waifu does not come with this. It's only for the plushie. We're not looking at waifu here, just a plushie. On a previous video, I spoke about the DLX version of Starscream that's coming, and as always, this thing doesn't transform, but does look super damn cool, but does have an interesting gimmick where you can take the wings off and put them onto their version of Prime. As it says, Prime sold separately, but interesting way to do it. Why not? Blind boxes, blind boxes, blind boxes. Blind boxes are all over the place at the moment, actually. And with these blind boxes, as far as I'm aware, they are non-transforming, but you do get some effects pieces and some hands and a stand, and I think these do actually look pretty cool. I used to collect some of the really old school Transformers blind boxes, and for me they're quite nice, but I think with my new collection, as I've said before, I only really collect things that transform now. Blind boxes always annoy me as well, because there's always that one that you can't get and then you just end up buying them and blah. At the time of recording this, Rise of the Beasts releases tomorrow in the UK. I think I'm going to go and grab my ticket for this on Friday, as unfortunately tomorrow I will be traveling for my real job, but I think while I'm traveling for my real job in my car, I will be listening to this awesome playlist that contains things like the Wu-Tang Clan, Nas, and also LL Cool J. Absolutely fantastic there. We also see lots of promotional stuff shooting up all over the place, including this one in New York and this one in London. It's a shame I'm not actually heading down to London tomorrow. I'm going in completely the opposite direction. But this was cool little drone camera footage of what's going on. I think this one was in Leicester Square in London, where we get to see those statues that we've seen all over the place, and then it goes all through the theatre, finally emerging in where we see it showing the movie. So pretty damn cool, and we also get to see a lot of designs from all over the world right now of what you can put your popcorn in, and little bits of plastic that you can get in the cinema. For me, it's a shame because I've looked at some of these in the UK, and it looks like nowhere I can see in the UK is doing any kind of special thing. This is Foodpanda. I'm not exactly sure where Foodpanda is. Comes with some more glow-in-the-dark stuff and all this, but they are selling on eBay right now these popcorn holders for about $24. I can only imagine that these will continue to go up in value. Another piece of, I guess this was just hype that they decided to collaborate with, but Adam Savage, yes, that Adam Savage, he had a YouTube video on Adam Savage's Tested, where they 3D printed a silver Optimus Primal head. Cool. I know a lot of people absolutely love Adam Savage. He's okay, but it's not a channel that I really follow too much. But when I think about where I want to watch Rise of the Beasts, this looks insane. I think that this is over in China. I could be wrong though, but look at this setting. Could you imagine a more picturesque place to go and watch Transformers Rise of the Beasts? Really cool. You can see all over the mountain, plus that massive screen there. Absolutely gorgeous. UK enjoying some good weather as well, so we could have done it this way. Why didn't we? Snowdonian mountain range would have been awesome. As for the movie itself, well, when I first checked in on Rotten Tomatoes, which, you know, it is what it is, but it's a good way to kind of gauge what it is, they were at 71%, which was great. Then it dropped to 60%, and right now, at the time of making this video, Rise of the Beasts has unfortunately dropped to around 56% on the old Splatometer. So, but that is only from paid reviewers, so professional, I guess, reviewers. We'll wait to see that audience score, which, you know, we know differs usually. I've watched the IGN video, which was just kind of, yeah, it's okay, it's Transformers, it's like smashing stuff up with your garden. Yeah, and they were kind of middle of the road about it. I feel that that's how I'm going to leave the cinema. I certainly hope, but we shall see. Also, even more Rise of the Beasts little figures were shown off as well. Again, I'm not sure what company is doing these, but I do love this little look at Prime. And they showed a lot of little different variations, especially on Mirage. You can see him disappearing. What caught my eye though was this Bumblebee. So are we going to get a different look on a Bumblebee at some point during the movie? That's pretty interesting. I like that look of Bumblebee. Looks nice. Moving away from the movie for a while, we now got another look at Nemesis. And Nemesis is still Nemesis, but we got a few look at the detailing here. We get to see these little mini ships that it's probably going to come with that. I think there's about 3 or 4 of these little mini ships. We get to see the little latch at the bottom, so you can land this big ass gal. You can land this by separating the bottom bits and it will sit on your shelf and really just look ugly. I don't know who posed this, but it has some really bad poses when it's in its bot mode as well. The mini ships are nice. It's good that we get the Seekers in their kind of Cybertronian form and the Earth form as well. I'm not hyped for this, and I won't be putting this in my collection at all. I do still think this is a really ugly boat, but I know that a lot of people are excited for this gal, but not this one. Remember last week when I said I'd completely forgot that we were getting an MP combiner for the train bots? Well, now, because they're getting towards the end of the designs, you can pre-order this whole box set of all of the train combiners together. Nice touch there by Takara. They released them in stages and now they're putting this box together and releasing them all as one. Not sure on the price on this yet, but hopefully it will come in at a reasonable price, slightly lower than getting all of the ones individually. Cool. Last week we also spoke about this, yes, the Masterpiece Hoist. Crotchless muck floaty limbs, exactly this one, the thing that has killed any need for cartoon accuracy from me. So we see Hoist and Grapple next to each other, just showing off basically how lazy they've been with the crane, and that it's pretty much the same crane Grapple that you're going to be getting with this one. Nice that they have added quite a lot of different accessories, including the hammer and the kind of alien face mask, but also this part as well, which will just slide onto the hand. They're going to give you a different looking grill as well if you want to swap over that grill to a more kind of anime inspired grill. That's pretty cool. Stance wise, he still looks really awkward to pose. I know a lot of people were talking about how Trailbreaker was so bad, but this just looks super awkward to try and pose. I think he looked a little awkward in the cartoons as well, I guess, but yeah, this one has a special place in articulation hell, I think, right now, and I think when you get it on your shelf, you're gonna really feel that. One thing I do think is a bit odd is when you look at his head. So when you look at the head of this dude, it looks a little bit squashed. They've gone for cartoon accuracy with the crotchless guy, but they seem to have made his head a little bit thin and squashed and stretched up. When we looked at the head that he has in the animation, you can see it's a little bit small, a little bit closer to like a Grimlock head. This just looks really thin and squashed, so odd that they decided not to put the cartoon accuracy in on that one. But I do have to say, on his own, he looks weird, but when you put him together with his whole family in bot mode of all of the other Masterpiece figures from Hasbro and Takara, I actually think they look okay. As a whole, as a family, on a shelf, yeah, it looks alright, doesn't it? And the alt mode looks okay, but there are just, I believe, going to be some real massive clearance issues with that, because the clearance underneath looks very thin, so you're going to have to basically display that, otherwise you're going to scratch those arms up really badly. And then finally, I don't talk too much about leaks on this channel. I tend to mainly just talk about the leaks when they come out in picture form or when we see some kind of prototype. I just think that the lists of leaks, yeah, it's good to talk about, drive some numbers, but yeah, show me the money, show me those images, show me the money. But one I did want to talk about, there was a big list of leaks that came out recently, and on there was Rock Lords. I always take the piss out of Rock Lords on this channel, but team, Rock Lords are coming back. Beastbox, you're going out of business. The true king has returned of useless transformations. Rock Lords is coming back. Go Hasbro laziness. So that's everything from me on this Transformers Wednesday. Yes, I wanted to release one on a Wednesday because I really wanted to capture anything I could around the hype for the Rise of the Beasts before I released this. And then obviously on Friday, probably Friday evening, I will probably deliver some kind of review about the movie itself because that's when I'm going to watch it. I'm trying to stay clear of all the other reviews before then. Unfortunately, I can't watch it tomorrow, but I will be watching it on Friday. If you're new around here, please think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, and I will see you in my next video, Friday. Peace!